campaigners who've been taking samples. You're a swimmer here. And Feargal Sharkey, not really sure how to introduce you, Feargal. Musician turned water campaigner.
Anyway, you like absolutely all of the above.
Sarah, just to start with you, you're a wild swimmer. You like going in the sea. We're by Langstone Harbour right now.
Yeah.
Will you be going in the water? Do you swim here?
I don't swim here, no. And you've just got to think of the thousands of people who live around the harbours. Most of us now are having to drive down to the Solent for marginally cleaner water. Made our lives here, and it's really difficult to swim in the harbours now.
But what was it that made you, the residents, decide that you had to reach into your own pockets to pay for these tests to be done?
Absolutely. Our funders and our citizen scientists were all motivated by our love of the Solent and our desire to be swimming, sailing, paddleboarding, using the water, but needing more information and more knowledge about how we could do it safely. It wasn't forthcoming anywhere else, so we rolled our sleeves up and we did it ourselves.
Feargal, if I just bring you in there, all these chemicals being found in the harbour here, are you shocked by that finding?
Not in the least, and can I just say an enormous round of applause to Sarah and everybody helping her in this. It's also, let's face it, a damning indictment of the state that government and the industry and regulations got itself into, that we have local people out here doing the job of the regulator. For me, it comes as no surprise. Clearly government is showing complacency, if not indifference, to the plight of the environment, and water companies have proved themselves incapable of looking after it.
We're seeing lots of campaigns like yours, Sarah, around the country, local people taking action to try and raise awareness of the state of water quality. I mean, this is for both of you, really. Do you think we've reached something of a turning point? This is now a hot topic, not just here on the ground, but for politicians too.
Oh, I've yet to meet a politician that is now deeply concerned about it. It polled massively during the local elections, and we're heading into a general election. I think anybody who wants to become an MP and get elected, you're going to have to come up with a really brave, insightful answer on how you're going to deal with the water industry and fix this problem so we do not continue to poison one of the most precious sites in the country.
Well, this is for you, Sarah. I mean, the water companies are saying, OK, we apologise, we may have got it wrong in the past. It's going to take a lot of money to fix this. Are you prepared to pay in your future bills to have this sort of problem solved?
I've given them a lot of money, and so is everyone here during a cost of living crisis. They need to steward the money they've had appropriately and use it for what it should have been used for. We've got funders paying for our research, and we're paying our bills.
Well, let me speak on. If the water companies had agreed to come here, they would probably be saying that money isn't in our back pockets. It's been paid out as dividends over the years. If you really want to fix this, it will cost a lot. Feargal, everyone's going to have to pay more in bills.
Well, let's try it this way round. The government and the regulators have confirmed we, the bill payers, have given them all of the money for 30 years. The water companies admit they've had the money. If they've run off with it, it's their shareholders and their investors that carry that burden. We should not actually treat the customer with even more contempt by demanding more money from them and illustrating the same contempt they treat the environment.
But to be clear about this, I mean, this is a problem that is not just about the water companies, is it? It's about a system which has developed which hasn't led to investment and enough investment to really leave us with a modern system.
Well, it's actually all about all of the rules and the regulations and the laws all there. What we're actually talking about is a failure of political oversight and a failure of the regulators to actually do the job as demanded of them. The question we need to ask is, what on earth were Ofwat and the EA doing? They need to be held to account.
We're running out of time. It's a horrible cliche, but do you get the feeling now that the tide has turned on this issue, that things are going to get better? Firstly, Sarah, just quickly, can you see a day when you will swim in this harbour, that it will be clean enough?
I really, really hope so, and that's what we're working for. The one thing I'd say is momentum is building. At the moment, it's been building behind the sewage issue, and our research shows this goes so much further than sewage. We need the water companies to step up and get the water truly clean. Compounds, medicines, drugs, and sewage, so we can all enjoy the water safely.
I think it's fair to say at this point the country is full of a righteous and furious anger, and people are right to be angry, and politicians have heard it, they know it, and they're now running frightened. Now they need to go and fix it. We can get this done. We need to do it tomorrow, not in 2050.
Feargal, Sarah, thank you so much for coming down and talking to me this morning. So we could keep on talking. It's obviously a hot topic which we're likely to hear a lot more about in the coming months ahead. How do we solve this problem, and ultimately who will end up having to pay for it?